Good evening, good evening. Jumping on to say hello and to have a chat with you. It feels like this is going to be like sort of chat, like a check-in, answering questions if there's anyone there with any questions. And mostly this is a launch, so to let you know that on the website now, it is live, both of my new online pieces of work, bodies of work. Yeah, so I might just sit on here for a little while and have a chat with you and show you the website and show you what's launching. First thing I was going to talk about maybe is so we're coming out here, we're moving our head stuff into the body, into the heart. And if you're with me for my live, was it just last week? It feels like a lifetime ago, of that very, very high energy. Now I was talking about a lot of anxiety and a lot of fizzing and buzzing and really struggling to ground it or practicing grounding it. I wasn't struggling with it, but it's still here, this super high energy. It's from above. So shamanically, we work with the directions above and below and the directions around. And that above direction is this really high vibrational energy. It's this that's coming in. This is galactic. This is changing everything. This is supposedly, and I've just started watching it shamanically happen, intuitively happen. It's supposedly this is changing our DNA. For the better. We're becoming like a newly evolved human. And over the next few years, I think that's going to become really obvious. So it's definitely become really obvious in my practice and in my work recently. So this really high energy, this super, super buzzy is coming in. And I'm just learning to bring it into the body. And this has been the practice. And the work that's come through and continues to come through, this online work that I'm launching tonight, this is really about this. It's about bringing in new vibrations, bringing in really high work, bringing in this amazing newness. And the work that I'm here to bring to you is bringing that in and earthing it. So I am here, this online work and all of my work is to earth these beautiful, amazing, high vibrations into the earth, into your body, so that you and I can take this energy. They're so excited about this. The guides take this energy out into the world, into the physical world, and change this place that we are in. We're going to change it by having new forms of relationship. We're going to change it by stepping into everywhere we go and every meeting with every person with love. We're going to change it by whatever your thing is. And this is something I've always been really excited about. And it's just started to land. And this one of the bodies of work that I just launched, it's called Into the Belly. And this is the 6-month piece of work. And that is what this is. This is, what are you here to do in the world? What are you here to do in the world? And the passion behind this, part of this is about, it's not about certificates. This is not about you, me, us fitting into a program of something. And there's amazing things to train in, and there's some incredible practitioners out there. And what I'm really interested in and what this 6-month body of work is about is, what are you actually here to do? Not what box are you here to fit in, what boxes to tick, what certificates to get. This is what do you bring in the world? What is true that you over many lifetimes have practiced and evolved? You know, I've had clients step into work like immediately, like, oh, this thing is really important, and they go away and they research it for like 3 weeks, and they come back and they sound to me like the most astonishing expert in it. And that is what we're talking about here. We're talking about, what do you know in your bones? What do you know? What does your soul know? And that your soul knows, your very essence, not what this world has taught you, not what your family has taught you, not what your school has taught you, not what your amazing other practitioners have taught you. What does your soul know? Because what your soul knows, that is the medicine that you have come in this lifetime to bring. That is the medicine that you're going to bring to this world when you get to it or when you uncover it. And I'll talk about that in a minute. That is the medicine that when you bring that into the world, everybody listens. And not only does everybody listen, you light up. You become vibrant and you enjoy every moment of the work that you're doing. Bringing your soul purpose, your mission into this world is not only good for the people doing it with you and good for you, it's exactly what the world needs right now. And you would not have been born in this lifetime, in this astonishing time that we're going through. You would not be here now if you hadn't chosen that. You've chosen to be here at this time. Therefore, that tells me loud and clear that you have a mission in this lifetime. You have something in your soul that you have honed over many, many lifetimes. And you're here now to bring it into the world. Because this world right now needs you and needs your mission. So excited because this 6-month body of work, I'll show it you on my computer in a minute if it works, is going to be, this is into the belly, and this isn't about, like we said, this isn't certificates. This is about us plugging into the earth, deep into the earth mother, the below space here, below your feet, in the roots, this is primordial earth. This is this deep, dark, restful, creative, gestative, is that a word, space. And we're going to go and journey down, 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 deep into your roots. And we're not manifesting anything up here. We're not pulling anything in. We're going down deep into your roots and gestating what is true for you. It will already be there. It's already there. It's already doing it. We're not going to do anything other than go there and notice it and say hello to it and bring lots of love to it. And in going down there, down into your roots, we're going to journey there and we're going to find out, and I'll talk more about this in a minute. We're going to find out what this looks like. We're going to journey there shamanically over a number of weeks at the beginning of this 6-month process. And we're going to find, what do you find there? And in doing that, we'll also have lots of discussion around what does this mean? Because one of my main skills in this work, I'm not a big visioner. I don't see a lot. Some people, when they go on a drum journey, a lot of my clients go on a drum journey and have these astonishing, wild drum journeys, and they come back with these stories, and I'm like, wow, that was a lot of information. I don't journey like that, but the piece that I am very good at is feeling and understanding what it has meant. What does it mean when you bring back this colour blue, or this metaphor of this, or this imagery of that? So what we're going to do as a group together is we're going to journey, but we're also going to spend a good amount of time figuring out together, not me telling you, but us figuring out together what are the metaphors, what are the meanings behind the things that you have found in those journeys. So that's going to be the start. It's this gestation period. And then a good chunk in the middle of the 6 months. Oh, this feels really important as I'm speaking it to you, actually. This good chunk in the middle is going to be about us peeling off, shaking off, taking off all of the things that are stopping you doing the thing you're here to do. These are going to be things like, what have you been taught by society is good and bad? Shadow work. These are going to be things like shedding the layers, shedding off skins that maybe you put upon yourself, like limiting beliefs. We're going to be doing a huge amount of unpeeling around your true self, around your soul mission. Unpeel, shake it off, flick it off, work with the dark moon, work with a menstrual cycle if you have one. And this work is not just for women, by the way, this is open to anybody. And spend a good amount of time removing the layers that are holding you back from being in your true self and bringing your mission to the world. And then the last chunk of the 6 months together is going to be about us birthing it into the world. And this is going to happen at different times for each of you. And birthing it into the world, there's going to be a ritual celebration of watching you rebirth. As a group, as a community, we're going to honour that, see that, witness that, and celebrate from the heart, and have a really beautiful, potent ritual celebration of you emerging into your wholeness, into the world. So then we're going to work very practically, and we're going to bring that piece of work into life. So, even down to things like business planning, or like, what does this actually look like in the world? And towards the end of the 6 months, part of the work is going to be about me asking you, getting you, encouraging you to put this together and take this out there. You might begin first by practicing your modality, or the thing that you've been shown, with some other people in our group, in our community together. Or you might take this out into your family or to close friends for you to begin to practice and put together more of. Let's put it this way, like, what is your modality? What is yours? What's its name? Like, what does it look like? And like I said at the beginning, this is going to be so potent because it's going to be what's true for you. I'm so excited to watch it be born. So let me just show you, if I can. It's all moved around here. So this is where we're at. So this is my website here. So if you are interested in what I've just been talking about, is Into the Belly, which is my 6 month thing, online course that's just about to launch now. And we start at the beginning, towards the beginning of April. And if you're interested in that, if you go to my website, ruthcato.com up there, and this is the page you'll come to, and then you're going to find that online button in the middle there. And here we have 3 offerings. The New Earth subscription, which I've been doing for a little while now. It's a very, very potent, awesome weekly drop-in call. Serpent medicine, which I might talk about in a minute. And Into the Belly, this is what I've just been talking about. So if you click on Into the Belly there, here it comes. It's all live on the website. Here you go, Into the Belly. So here we go. It starts in April. And it talks here on the website all about all the things we'll be doing, just like I've just been mentioning here. It's got the dates there for you to check on the calls. The calls will be recorded. So if there are a few that you're going to miss, that's fine. But I do say on here, like, I'd encourage you to be there live on the calls, because, if you're there live on a call, you're there with me and I get a feel for you. The guides know you're there. They really feel you. They'll feel you in the field, even if you can't make a few of the calls. But if you're there on the call is going to be directly for you. I'm going to be speaking directly to you, and you get more of a chance to get involved, more of a chance to ask questions, but it's totally fine if you can't make some of the calls. So the dates are there on the website. And then if we scroll down, it just tells you a little bit more about the work. Birthing your work into the world, birthing your mission. And then at the bottom here, we've got the booking and payment options. So it's full 6 months plus lots of extra bits in there. It's £1,800 for 6 months. And then you've got lots of different payment options here. Can you see? You can pay in 6 chunks, you can pay in 9 chunks, you can pay in 12 chunks, you can pay in 18-month chunks. And there's even, I didn't realise we'd done it, even a 24-month payment there. So you can take that payment right down to £75 a month, if that makes it affordable for you. There are a couple, I think it says in here somewhere, yeah it is, there's a small number of bursary places available. So I really encourage you, if that £75 a month is not affordable for you at all, and you feel like, oh my goodness, I have to do this, or it feels really important to you, please just pop me an email and we will work that out. You don't need to explain all your situation to me. I fully trust that you need it and that the work is right for you, and that's totally fine. So just pop me an email and say you're interested in the bursary, and we'll have a Zoom chat to make sure you feel fully aligned with the work. Or maybe I'll just send it to you. You know, it's totally fine. I totally trust in that. And really, this work is here for you. We need you in your mission in the world. So if you need that, just be in touch. So I'm really excited. I've got my, this is my nervous system juice, which everybody called at the weekend pond juice. It's just nettles, actually. This is my nettle juice. So I'm cheersing to my launch, and I might go and have a dance in a minute. And I'm going to be speaking over the next few weeks, sending out a few emails, sending out a few other little bits of, you know, the essence of what this work is. So I'll be sending that out to see if that feels important for you. But if you've got any questions, just pop me an email. Maybe you want to pop a question in the chat if you're watching live here. And I'm really happy to answer those. But otherwise, you can pop to my website, ruthcato.com, and find all of the online work there. I might talk a bit about the Serpent medicine tomorrow, but it's there on the website if you want to have a look at it. It's a smaller body of work, a 3-month body of work, and much cheaper because it's a smaller body of work and it's not quite such a big transmission. It's a body of work that I've worked with for many, many of years. And I'll just share this bit with you actually, that really noticing over this week as all of this new energy starts to embody and sink in, that fascinatingly every bit of magic, like embodied earthy magic, every bit of magic, every bit of shamanic work, every bit of everything that I've ever been taught or that's ever dropped in for me seems to be for now. So I hadn't really, I'd never even considered sharing serpent medicine with my clients before. It's always been a big part of my practice. And it's always, the essence of it has been there in the ether of my work everywhere. But bizarrely, never thought of offering it as a thing. It's just never dropped in that way. But this year, it's not just that it's the year of the wood snake. It's simply there in the ether that this year is about deaths and rebirths for the whole world. So we're going to be feeling that in our bodies. We're going to be feeling that in our spirit, in our energy fields, and the earth, of course, and all of the people on it. Like, we're all experiencing this year. Therefore, the medicine of the snake, the medicine of the serpent, is a massive part for this year. And like I said about Into the Belly, about the other body of work, the serpent medicine work is really about bringing energy to here, to the body, and earthing it. It's about bringing things from above, yeah, but really serpent medicine is like belly on the earth. It's like, how grounded can we get? How embodied can we get? And I'll just say that if you are somebody that is, you might be somebody that is really interested in embodiment, fabulous, perfect work for you. And on the other end of things, you might be somebody that's really not embodied, or really fearful of embodiment, or has had lots of issues with your body, or feels like when you hear the word embodiment that it's not accessible for you. Serpent medicine is absolutely for that person as well. the way that I will work with serpent medicine will mean that if you're that person, then this is exactly what you need, because I'm not going to just throw you in the deep end. We're going to be working with the serpent medicine and the embodiment in a very, very gentle but powerful way that I suspect you won't feel too confronted by at the beginning, and you might meet some edges, which is what we want. We want to meet some edges, but we don't want to throw you over the edges. So I just really feel that this work is for so many of you, because this year, basically what this year is bringing for us energetically, these are the bodies of work that I am here to offer you, to support you in that. So we're all going to be going through this year. We're all going to be going through the next few years in the world and bringing through amazing, beautiful things. And in the process, there will be challenges. And this work that I'm launching here, this is the medicine for it and with it. And one of the things I wrote on the website about the serpent medicine work is, and I love this about it so much, is that the things that you maybe are fearful of, the things that you struggle with, let's say, for example, you are scared of transitions and changes. Maybe you're scared of death. Maybe you're scared of endings. Maybe you fight with your emotions. Maybe you're like, you put a lid on this, or you don't let that come up, or you put it in a box and you say, I'll come back to it later, but you never do. So all of those things, serpent medicine shifts it into not only can I feel and move these things, I can actually actively enjoy them. And for some of you, that might be like, I can't even go there. And actually, that person is the person that is going to get the absolute most from the serpent medicine. That was me before the snake came for me. I'll tell you I don't know if you've ever heard me tell the story about how snake medicine came to me, but I'll share a little bit of it here now before I go. So it was right at the beginning of my shamanic work, my shamanic journey, and I was growing up. The only thing that I was scared of was snakes, like proper scared. As in, if there was a picture in a book, I would drop the book and run out of the room. It was full-on phobia. And when I started working shamanically, when I started practicing it, it became pretty obvious pretty quickly in every drum journey that I would always see a snake's skin, or I would always sense the movement of a snake, or I would always see the snake's head rearing at me in the journey. And I was like, whoa, I don't want to go there. I don't like that feeling. And so powerful. It still is. And it was an enormous snake, like bigger than anything in the actual physical, ordinary reality. It was so enormous, like this huge barreled belly. And I could sense this snake around me all the time as I switched on my senses, my shamanic senses. And I was working with it. It kept coming back to it and kept being nervous of it and kept coming back to it, which obviously is fantastically good for somebody that's scared of something, because it's there all the time. It's like I just had to face it. I had to be with it. And I'll never forget this day. I was sat outside on the front garden on the grass of the house that I was at the time. I was having this deep year of self-discovery. I had nothing, I was a single mum. And that meant actually that I wasn't going to work, which was amazing medicine. I was walking every day up and down the lane and getting to know the land. And I was sat on this front garden, sat directly on the grass. I'd been gardening some carrots a minute ago, and I was sat on the grass and I tuned in, I grew my roots. And as I grew my roots down into the earth, I was like, I'll just send them out wider, because there's something right there under the earth. And it was the most physical sensation I've ever had. That right there, like that far under the earth, was a huge snake. And that the earth was just actually undulating slightly as this snake breathed and just gently moved underneath my body. And I was like holding onto the earth for dear life, and I couldn't move because I was like, this is astonishing and petrifying and all sorts of different things. So I'm breathing and breathing. I'm just trying to center myself and get used to this feeling of this huge snake underneath the earth, just right there. And I can't tell you how real it felt. Like, it was so real. And then later on that day, I took my son in the car to his dad's house, and the drive that I take, I drive it a lot, or I drove it a lot, and I'd never seen a snake in that area before. And I drove down the road, and as I drove down the road, the car drove along this piece of road, and a snake, in the ordinary reality, an actual adder, slithered across the road directly underneath the car. And I checked in my rear view mirror, and it had missed all the wheels, and it just carried on across to the other side of the road. So after that experience earlier in the day, the car and me did go directly over a physical snake that day. And I had snakes when I was younger, or when I go walking, there would often be adders, which are one of the rarer snakes in this country. There was always an adder about. And so yeah, the medicine of the serpent has been really visceral, like really earthy, really embodied for me, really physical. And that is what we'll be doing here, is bringing the serpent medicine into life. Serpents are incredible at shedding, and that was, I found out later, that was the reason that my snake, when I first met her, was so enormous. She's not now. She's big, but she's not like she was. She was so enormous, it turned out, because I had so much shedding to do. So as we work with snake medicine, she just does it with us, for us. Like, we don't have to engage our brain into, I have to do this thing, I have to do that thing. You will just start shedding anything that is not true for you, anything that is the world or our families or whatever have placed upon us as our personality. And you start shedding, and she brings you absolutely into your power. And it's my belief that, that one of the reasons that we're so, not all of us, but society is so afraid of the snake, is because the serpent holds all of the feminine power. All of the feminine power is embodied there in the serpent. So with patriarchy, or with a male godhead moving out and us shifting into this feminine era again, a goddess era, and that doesn't mean female power over, by the way. This means us shoulder to shoulder, but with a feminine essence to it. And as we shift into that, the serpent medicine is exactly what this is about. You know, the snake is said to have been the one that tempted Eve with the apple. And the apple is the knowledge, yeah? So the snake isn't evil. The snake was there showing Eve the knowledge, the truth. And that has been twisted and distorted. And it astonishes me that it could have been distorted in such a massive manner. So I'm going to stop talking now, but I really encourage you, if you're feeling the call to any of this work, to pop to my website now. It's just launched, it's on there. Go to ruthcato.com, choose online, and there are serpent medicine and Into the Belly is there for you to have a look at, have a choose from. Scroll down to look for all the payment options. And if you're feeling the pull and none of those payment options suit you, just pop me an email and we'll find a bursary place for you. Such pleasure to share this with you and to be here with you. Keep an eye out, and I'll be talking more about this over the coming week or two. Oh, and before I go, maybe this should be another video, but I'll just say it here for those of you that are still here with me, that this weekend coming up is huge. Huge. So whatever happens for you this coming weekend, whatever you're doing, honour it. Trust in the process, because the shifts that are happening over and around this weekend are massive. If you're feeling them and you don't know what to make of that, come and join me on the other thing that's on the online thing, which is, it says New Earth subscription. And that weekly call will massively support you through this shift into what I call the New Earth. This huge whirlwind of everything changing. We need support through this, so please don't shy away from that. So lovely to share this with you. Thank you so much for being here. And I hope to see some of you soon.